Yes, sir. Yo. Welcome. Dang, I hate that it does that. For you, though. I need it for you. Welcome to the Juice and Pop Show. Pops is in the building. Yes, sir. So we got a little segment. Not too much, but just a little bit. So we're going to get straight into it. Real quick. Pops, I need you to let me know, and I need you to let everyone else know, how did the Dallas Cowboys versus the Seattle Seahawks games go? I would have said, Seahawks, because it looked like they was going to get the dub earlier. But what happened?
Well, I'll tell you what, the Dallas looked pretty good, but I'll tell you what, the main thing was at the end of the game, just with Seattle, and their Cowboys really come to play at the end. That's what it was. Because it was mostly offense and defense throughout the whole game. It was pretty even. I couldn't believe the way that the points went.
So I have, sorry, I just want to move this like that, so I know that I'm good.
And Gino looked pretty impressive.
So I have a segment, right? And it's for later. I don't know if you probably won't be here. But Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers was on the Pat McAfee show, and he said that he wanted to give kudos to Dak Prescott for his cadence with the "Here we go," said "Here we go," and you heard me say speak about it earlier. He gave kudos to that, and then he said that Dak Prescott was really playing the quarterback position. He said that he was making adjustments at the line, bringing the tight end in, separating him from the line when he needed to, spreading out the offense, changing the defense. Did you see that in the game at all? Because I didn't watch the game. I was setting up the
Yeah, and I really liked the way he's starting to make good reads on the defense now.
Okay.
Before he wasn't reading defenses right. I didn't believe that was probably his problem when he got under pressure. But I think now he's turned the corner on that.
To be honest with you, I honestly thought week 3, 4, or 5, maybe it was 5, and I believe that was at the very latest, when the Dallas Cowboys traded for Trey Lance for the from the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers. When they traded for Trey Lance, I thought maybe if Dak didn't play well, Trey Lance would play, right? I feel like the defense played so good in the first 8 games that it wasn't even possible for Trey Lance to play. But then when I hear not just professional athletes but Hall of Famers speak about how he's playing the game now, and then you say that you feel like he was making good reads and stuff, I feel like maybe I gotta give Dak Prescott just a little bit of love. But then again, I feel like it's a lot of defense that's making Dak Prescott. I don't know if it's like, I'm not saying I'm hating, but I'm saying I believe if he was playing for Houston, he wouldn't be playing as good as C.J. Stroud.
That could very well be.
But I think the defense is allowing Dak Prescott to be in really good positioning and allowing him in late ball games, like in the late end of the game, to be in positioning and have, rather than be pinned at the 1 or the 5 or the 10 or the 9 or the 12, they got 20 and up.
Yeah, and he's even have this kind of year that he's in the top 5 for MVP even.
Dak?
He sure did.
What?
Yeah.
So you're going to agree with Ocho Cinco right now, Chad Johnson,
That he could
Mr.
be talked
85.
about in a discussion at this point, yes.
What?
Along with everybody else's numbers, stuff like that, yeah, you'd have to.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Because Joe Burrow's not playing well. Justin Herbert want to be considered in the top 5. There's a lot of quarterbacks that you would put in the top 5 right now that may not even be in the top 5. And Josh Allen may be considered as one of those quarterbacks that aren't even in the top 5 right now, right? I mean, I feel like C.J. Stroud would be up there.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you put Dak up there, what would you consider your top 5 quarterbacks then? And we're not going to go away from the game. We're just going to, intervene here a little bit. What would you go as your top 5 QBs, Pops? I feel Stroud would...
Mahomes is number 1.
One, for sure, 100%. And I feel Herbert is in there, but I feel because of the play calling on the Chargers side of the organization, he can't have the credit that he deserves because the other teams are winning.
Yeah, to me, with everything going on, he's about 4 or 5. To me,
so you would still consider him top 5?
Yeah, he could be. Yeah, to me, it'd be him or not. It'd be
Patrick Mahomes,
Hurts
for sure, 100%. And then we're gonna throw Dak at 5.
No,
or 4, or even 4, or whatever.
At 3 is where I'm at right now, and I'd probably go with Jackson.
Lamar? Lamar is having a phenomenal year right now.
And then 4 and 5, that's where you get into discussions, where that's where I think you got talk about Dak being at 4. But then again, you got Purdy in the top 5.
So you think Mr. Irrelevant, does he crack your top 5?
I mean,
they started off the season, 6-0? They took, 2 or 3 losses in a row, but, they still played phenomenal.
He's still not making, he plays right within their system. But I'm not talking about MVPs right now. I'm talking about the top 5 quarterbacks right now who are playing this year.
So let me give you a rundown, Pops, of the numbers so we don't sound crazy right now. Tua is playing out of his mind. Josh Allen is still 3rd with 3,200 passing yards. He does have 12 games played compared to a lot of other quarterbacks, so he may drop down to like the 5 or 6 range. Do you think Jared Goff creeps into that top 5 range? Sam Howell's threw for the most yards in the league, but I don't think I'm sold on putting Sam Howell in my top 5.
No, but I tell you what, that he's actually been playing at the top. Like I said, even within that system, everything in the yardage and stuff, and even though their win-loss record is what there is, you're talking about the division, everything that's going on with them.
And this is also, and the mic's good there, and this is also post Kirk Cousins. because 8 games into the season, Kirk Cousins was top 5. He had a top 10 chain on because everybody on the team would want him to wear, or maybe just Justin Jefferson. He had that top 10 chain on. It was clean. He had it right after the game. Literally, here you go. And Justin Jefferson wasn't even playing during that game. So that was really cool to see. But I would say Kirk Cousins was playing like a top 5 to 7 quarterback in the league. And I would say 7 based upon just people's opinions. Maybe if Minnesota's your rivalry team or something like that. But I would say post, not previous or not during Kirk Cousins, 2023 season, post him being injured, plus the season going on, I'm going to put Stroud at 5. And then that's my 5. Okay, that's where we're going to put the floor at. Now the ceiling's going to go with 1, Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to put 2, Justin Herbert. I feel like he's played still phenomenal throughout the season, and this is just my opinion and how I feel about quarterbacks. I feel like it's really the coaching situation with what they believe they have as players and how they call plays, and they just don't allow field position with punting to give the better defensive players or better offensive players the best position throughout the game. So let's go Stroud at 5. We're going to go Patrick Mahomes, Herbert at 2. At 3, we're going to go Jalen Hurts. And then at 4, we're going to go Trevor Lawrence.
I can agree with that.
What would your list look like? And I like Brock Purdy, like you said, and I like Jared Goff a lot this year. But I feel like C.J. Stroud with the rookie year that he's having, I feel like I got to give him the 5th place nod over either Tua, Goff, or Purdy. Or even Lamar Jackson. I mean, Lamar Jackson's playing well too. But I'm gonna go with that list. And just some random stuff that we're talking about, Pops. But that would be my random top 5 quarterback list if I just had to give one right now for end season.
If I had to do one right now, it would be Mahomes
at 1.
Hurts
at 2.
Tua
at 3.
Prescott.
Prescott at 4.
Then Purdy. No, Stroud.
Then Stroud. So okay.
I actually put Stroud above, put him at 4 below Tua.
Oh, you mean Tua was 3, Dak Prescott was 4.
Yeah, put him above Prescott.
Okay, so put Prescott at 5 then.
That's right. That's why I was thinking Prescott was originally 5th on my list anyways. That's where I was at.
I mean.
But you could argue to make him 4 on your list, some people, but
I really don't think your list sounds bad. I don't think
different ways.
I don't think my list sounds bad. I don't think your list that you would make right now at home would even sound bad. I think it's just a list, and I think we all just make a list that we personally think. And if you have Sam Howell in your top 5 right now, and then if Sam Howell produces a top 10 quarterback next year, top 7, top 8, top 6, or even top 5, and then he produces the same thing as what you predicted the year before, I mean, your opinion wasn't just your opinion like how ours is. Your opinion was right, too. I mean, all of our opinions can be right. It doesn't matter.
At 5, I
wouldn't put opinion.
I wouldn't put Purdy.
You wouldn't put Purdy?
No.
I feel like Purdy played
I like when you
phenomenal
say but you talk about
ball.
Trevor Lawrence. I like Lawrence beating there at 5.
Yeah.
Is when I really think about things.
I mean, I like Lamar over Purdy as well. But I also like Purdy over Lamar when it comes to
you got Goff.
Situational football. I like Goff over all of them.
Yeah, like I said.
I like Goff over Dak. Because I feel like if Dak played for the Lions wouldn't have as many wins as they have. And I feel as if Jared Goff played for the Dallas Cowboys would have the exact same amount of wins that they have now, or maybe 1 or 2 more wins, or however many losses that they have.
Yeah.
I feel that, but maybe it's also just Dan Campbell's system over there at Detroit, and he just has everybody so
But no, you can't come up. He is
involved.
reading defense as well. He's throwing the ball accurate.
He's playing.
He's playing within the system. He's reading the clock. He's playing.
He's winning games.
He's playing down for down. He's playing good football right now.
He's making sure he gets on certain sides of the hash for field goals.
And
Dan Campbell even talked about that in
one thing that
scenes.
like I said, he's better at managing the clock. And like I said, you watch Dak like they do it all the time. They mess up and manage the clock. I mean, that's coach's fault too, but damn, that's the main goal is for the quarterback to take care of all that stuff.
So, I mean, basically, at the end of the day, we could just wrap it up this way. Pops and I have literally debated 10 different quarterbacks, and we're talking about a top 5 list. That just goes to show you opinion matters so much on what your opinion is out there. I mean, your 5 is different than my 5 and his 5. His 5 is different than mine, obviously. And me and Pops obviously just talked about 10 quarterbacks, and all 10 of them are arguably notable for being in the top 5 just based upon how you look at the game of football.
But actually, we talked about 14 quarterbacks being in the top.
Yeah, I mean,
Or nine.
because Kirk Cousins could have been up there. Yeah, we did talk about quite a few.
Yeah, 9 being in the top 5.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about Goss not in ours, but we talk about them because they're right there. They should be. Like
And I want to put Allen there, but I feel like Allen should play better, so I don't.
Purdy,
Exactly.
Lawrence, all of it, 4, 5, 3. The only one you definitely know is there right now at this moment is Mahomes and Hurts. Hurts is playing good football.
Hurts is playing.
But I keep on downplaying him. I shouldn't. This Stroud.
Yeah, he's playing good ball, but Stroud's playing good ball too. They're both playing really good ball.
I mean, next year that's all you'll be doing is talk about him. I think you're right.
I feel like they're gonna throw 400 to 500 attempts every year, just like Washington does, the Buffalo Bills, and just how the Chargers want to run their offense. I feel like they're gonna throw that many times until they find that, like Bijan Robinson in the draft for the running back, and then they can feel like they give the 25 carries.
I think they've already found it in receiver core because you got Collins.
Nico is phenomenal,
and Stroud. They already have that connection.
Stroud,
they're number one. They already have their number one. Their number 2 is right there in Stroud.
Stroud also said to the Houston organization after the first round, "Hey, let's go draft Tank Davis out of Houston.
Yeah,
I like what I seen from him. Can we go draft him?" You know what I mean? Just whatever he said. Long story short, they drafted him, and guess what? By week 5 and beyond, he's producing okay-ish to really good, and then right now he's fire.
Yeah, so they've got your number 1 2 receiver right now, and they're young. They're youth. The whole team.
Both young, because Nico came the year before him, or maybe 2 years before him, out of Michigan. So when you have that kind of receiving core, and then you add the fact that you just got Noah Brown, that is a solid turning into the veteran role because he's coming from Dallas and he's molding into the offense and he's not being selfish, and obviously when he's in the game he's very productive, and that just lets you know that CJ Stroud can be productive with wide receivers. That is phenomenal to see, because then you see, guess what, another Dallas Cowboy guy turn up before Noah Brown, which was the tight end, Dalton Schultz. He had a couple of touchdowns, I believe 2. He had 2 games, one game with like 70 plus yards receiving, another game with over 110 or 12 yards receiving. That, I mean, out of a tight end, and you're getting 5 catches one game when you're getting the 70 or maybe 6, I believe it was 5, and then he got 7 catches or maybe 8, but I think it was 7 for like $110 or $112, maybe $113, and a touchdown. I mean, you're getting 2 Dallas pickups. They're both playing well. And they're playing well because that quarterback position's playing well. So I think that's why, and that's maybe the final conclusion for us both, maybe, on why he makes both of our top 5s. I mean, He's producing. Nico Collins didn't do nothing last year for Washington. I mean, not for Washington. Sorry, for Houston. I'm looking at a list right now. He didn't do nothing for him. He wasn't averaging 19 yards a catch. He's averaging 19.3 yards a reception right now, and I can tell you that because I know it because I'm a fan of the player.
Yeah, Stroud definitely playing good ball.
That's tough. That's unheard of. So, Pops and I wanted to get into that little segment for y'all. We really wanted to dive into it, or actually not really. We just made that happen actually. So let's see here.
I'm going to smoke.
You wanna smoke? Oh, I bet. Say that. Yes, sir. Okay, so listen to me, pops. I got a couple of things for you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna talk about random news in the NFL, just real quick before we get into the actual segment. Right? I just want to do a couple of things with you. So I gotta talk about this with you because not just because he's your fantasy football player, and we're not gonna put this part on the actual segment, but because I know you actually rock with the player. I rock with the player too. So we're gonna talk about Von Miller and his situation. And this tweet below me is actually something that he had to say. Well, not actually he had to say. My apologies. The organization, the Buffalo Bills, had to say about his situation. This morning, we were made aware of the incident involving Von Miller. We are in the process of gathering more information and will have further comment and won't have further comment at this point. But it doesn't make sense because it says and we'll have no further comment at this point. My apologies. Okay. So it won't have a further comment at this point. Okay. So this was put out by Tom, and Tom is a Buffalo Bill analyst, I believe. So, how do you feel about Von Miller and his situation right now? And I'll say this before you even have to say anything. I've watched Von Miller on his podcast, and I've watched Von Miller, and let me go to the widescreen real quick for you guys. I've watched Von Miller like on Mic'd Up. I've watched Von Miller for many years. I mean, this feels so crazy to believe, but I guess you never know. But it says that he, to give you a background story, before the cops arrived, he fled the scene.
What happened? I haven't heard nothing about it.
It says that he stomped out a pregnant, or not stomped out a pregnant. No, that was a different case. My apologies. Scratch that. Arrested for arrested assault on a pregnant woman. He left cops before the cops arrived. I guess he assaulted a pregnant woman. He either hit a pregnant woman or kicked a pregnant woman or pushed a pregnant woman or touched a pregnant woman the wrong way. But he is right now being looked at for assault on a pregnant woman, and he fled the scene before the cops arrived. And the Buffalo Bills put out a statement saying that they will see what's going on with the investigation and then put out a tweet basically. So I don't even know if they have had contact with Von Miller. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming they've had contact with Von Miller. I'm assuming he's had to have had a lawyer by now.
Oh yes, they have. If they've made the complaint, the cops have talked to him. Everything's already being affected. Everything.
So I guess the first thing I guess that I would ask is, it's really none of our business. And I hate even trying to talk about subjects like this, but people out there in the world care about us talking about them because they care about the stuff because some people love the players. And I feel like I've been attached to Von Miller for a few years. Like I've watched him grow into and blossom into one of the best defensive ends / outside linebackers for a very long time. He's had a couple injuries, but and I've seen a lot of behind the scenes footage of him. I've watched him on streams. I've seen him talk on podcasts. I've seen how he carries himself. It's just hard to believe, I guess, that he would even be brought up in a conversation of anything like this, I guess.
Well, like I told you your whole life, you never know what people can do behind closed doors and what people are truly like, and as the story unfolds, you'll derive as your own decision about what you think actually happens. Because you never know. You know, especially if you're out at a club and if there's alcohol involved, who knows what the story actually entails. I'm not going to be judgmental. I'm not going to say nothing on it until I find out the facts, the actual facts, and not hearsays.
That's how I feel. I just want to judge Von Miller based upon what I've seen and not what I've heard or not what I've read about him until I hear about the actual situation. So Pops and I are gonna leave that there. The next quick little thing I got for you, Pops, before we jump into the final segment that I got for you, is, man, I really don't want to talk about this, Pops. I'm sad about this. I actually got two things. I really wanted to show you You know what? I'll show you. I wanted to talk about Kareem Jackson's second suspension, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Because he has a whole little whatchamacallit, and I'll have more information tomorrow, and then we'll actually do like a whole little thing with it. Actually,
Gotcha.
cool. So we're gonna go with, should there be a fine? Now, if you didn't see it, I'll pull it up real quick for you, and I had it up on a different screen. And let me see if I still got it. Nope, it's not that. It's not none of those. Okay, so I don't have it. Okay, so I can grab it for us real quick. But did you see here, let me set that for the video, sorry. Should there be a fine? Did you see Jason Kelce say to Jordan Phillips when there was a false start being called? And I guess it's like an unwritten rule in between offense and defensive linemen, but like I guess once you know you false start, I guess it's like 1,000,000% obvious. Like, hey, ease off right now. Um,
What is it?
I don't know. Everything looks regular. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. That's just what I do for mom. So I do it for her. Sorry. That was weird though. My bad. So we're gonna resume. So now, Pops, did you see the incident?
No.
No. Got you. Okay, so that's that screen. We need that one, sorry. And then, sorry. Here, hold on. Let me grab the audio this way. All right, here you go, Dad. So put this into your right ear. And then all right, boom. That's just how I'll grab the audio. So you're gonna hear audio first, Dad. You don't even need to look over there, and then I'll show you the play, okay? You'll hear audio for like a minute, and it's Jason Kelce talking. And then I'll just like clip this and put this into the video. So this is Jason Kelce talking.
Going after Cam Jurgens. I mean, like going full speed, not backing off, just trying to crush him. What's the deal with that?
Well, you know, I think the one play was a quarterback sneak. And, you know, I think teams are really trying to stop that play. They talked about it all week. I'm sure they labeled it as some type of, like, level of toughness to stop the play. I thought it was bullshit at the time. I really did. And I said so to the official on the field. I said, listen, I've been running that play a lot of years. I have seen people jump off sides. He made zero effort to stop after he jumped off sides.
Absolutely.
He purposely tried to hurt Cam Jurgens.
He did.
I thought it should have been a personal foul, and I think he should be fined for that play. Now, I'm not going to comment on the rest of the game. There were things happening with the fans. I don't know what happened that got him that fired up, but I thought that play in particular was absolutely a disgrace that the NFL should not allow. I really do. And I don't know Jordan Phillips. He might be the best guy in the world. But that, in my opinion, the NFL needs to do something about, because that shouldn't be allowed in this game.
Yep.
At this level, I thought the officials did not do a good job of officiating that play.
I agree.
I really did. I think that was so clearly not a offside. That was a personal foul. Yeah. And it should have been stipulated right from that moment. And because they didn't call that, you saw things happen throughout the rest of the game.
Okay,
so now they shout out to the Pat McAfee show, because that's where I had to get that from. So now that was what Jason Kelce had to say about the incident, and then here's the actual incident. And now here's the play. So did you see him? What the heck? So you can kind of see it right there, right? So, I mean, I guess I fully understand where Jason Kelce's coming from, because I guess if there's a mutual agreement that, you know, if it's a false start, hey, let's not keep driving me backwards, because I'm just going to give up on the play, and then now it's all on my Achilles and my quads, but, I mean, and my knees. What do you think, Pops? I mean, do you think Jason Kelce's kind of overreacting just a little bit because it's his teammate, or do you think it's borderline over the line?
Well, if you look back at the play, and here's what I see, and I deduct. You talk about the player that's weighing over 280 pound plus in momentum. As he goes, even though it's false start, you're talking about 2 quick steps, 1.5, even though you know you jumped it, so now you're taking the 1 step. Now watch when he goes to hit him after 1 step. The offensive player grabs his shoulder and pulls Phillips toward when he's falling, so yanks him. Yes, he's being aggressive come at him, but also the momentum, he pulls him back at the same time, so it looks a lot faster when you replay. Watch it again, you'll see it.
All right, you want to watch it one more time real quick?
You watch it now, see it. Watch his hands, and he grabs his shoulders and pulls him and kind of throws him. You're talking about that much momentum starting to attack, and as he goes to fall back, that's more momentum on top of it. That's acceleration.
You see how it's buffering? This is just what's going on, OG. Let's see. All right. Anyways, I understand what you're talking about. It's like it is what it is. I guess I understand to the sense if you make the initial little move, and I guess you grab, but I feel like you're only making the initial move, but you're not. It's not like he made the first move because he didn't do that. So I'm saying you're only making that initial move and the grab, just out of slight protection for yourself. Because I feel like if he didn't at least do that, he would have just been here and then been up, and then he would have been straight on his back, and then it would either been back of the helmet or something to the legs. I mean, I don't know though.
But also, like he was saying, he did accelerate with that. After that first step, you know you're off sides.
It looked like he was running a little. It looked like he was trying to run with his momentum now.
So, but also at the same time, he's being pulled, but he's being, once you know you're offside, and there is a head rule and stuff. You talk about people getting paid that much money and stuff like that, and injuries. Yeah, he should be fined.
So you think with the hidden rule and with how everything goes between like certain NFL players and the rules of the game, should be a fine, but also it is just an NFL play, and it does look like an NFL play. This looks like an offside play, and I mean we've seen that play happen many times before in the NFL.
But it wasn't like on a kick on a
4th and 1 situation. That's what makes it different. Is it was on a 4th and 1 situation.
Oh, I thought it was a field goal.
No, it was a 4th and 1 situation, and they were doing the push up where they all line up and they all just push Jalen Hurts forward. So they're just pushing Jalen Hurts forward.
I didn't know that.
So he's just trying to like, and Jason Kelce's point in the interview where he spoke about it, he said it was just like a tone setting play. It was like he was just trying to set we get that you're trying to set a tone, but that's different than just trying to set a tone for the play. Like you're willing to hurt somebody at trying to set a tone for the game. You know, you're willing to go because that was going offsides. It's a free first down. Now you see what I'm saying? So now it's a free first down on a 4th and 1. So that's why I guess Jason Kelce was upset. But once again, you guys let us know how you guys feel about it. We're going to get into the final segment real quick before Pops gets up out of here. So we're going to jump straight into movie review. So listen, it's movie review time. So Pops and I have watched this movie. And this is the movie. We're going to talk about The Bad Guys. Now, Pops, do you remember this movie at all? If not, I can show you the trailer right now. Oh, shoot.
No, I watched it a few times.
In 2 seconds. So, right now, for those that don't know what it is, I'm going to show you right now what it actually is. So, this is The Bad Guys movie trailer, and you guys are going to watch it with Pops and I, and then you guys are going to get Pops and I's review on the movie. You can watch it over there, Pops. Or right there. Oh shoot, my bad, you guys.
Mr. Snake.
Everyone copy.
Copy. Copy. Copy. Copy. We're the bad guys.
It's crime time, baby. Shark. We need a distraction.
Do I get to improvise? Fine, please be subtle. I'm having a baby! Is there a doctor? Or perhaps several security guards that can leave their post and help me? We were never given a chance to be anything more than criminals. But these are the cards we've been dealt, so we might as well play them.
Sounds like Owen Wilson.
Here, let me help you.
For who?
Are you okay, ma'am?
Thank you, dear.
The wolf?
You're such a good
Maybe.
boy.
Or the guy that was just talking. I remember that.
All good, brother? All good, yeah. You ever wonder what it'd be like if the world wasn't scared of us?
Never gonna happen.
Guys, we're gonna go good.
Did you get hit on the head?
You villains have an image problem. You need a makeover.
Well, there goes our street cred.
Well, I'm tired of being an outcast. Maybe I don't want to be a what? A bad guy? You're going to have to choose between your friends or the good life.
They're the only friends I have ever had.
You have a chance to write your own story. What have you got to lose?
I don't know, my dignity?
Yeah, well, that ship has already sailed.
Alright, so I'm not gonna play the entire trailer because I don't want to get a copyright during the stream because we're currently, recording this live on the podcast. Pops, what you think of the bad guys, man? I thought go ahead, son.
No, I like it.
You liked it? Well, I mean, alright, so IMB or IMDB or IMBD or something like that, whatever the movie critics are, they do 1 through 10. And they give out 0.1s and 0.8s and all that. So I would give this like a 9.1. I would say it was enough adult. I feel like I wish it was just a little bit more adult for it to be on the 10 side for me. But it had enough kid stuff in there to where all ages from kids to adults can watch the movie, and then anybody can laugh watching this movie. I mean, anybody can laugh. So that's why it's in the 9.1 range for me.
Correct. I like that. Plus, his graphics was real good in the anime.
Yeah, the graphics were nice. The snake's graphics were nice. The shark had like the funny proportion, which made it real like playful though, which gave it the kid side to me. I feel like the wolf was on the non-serious or realistic animation side. I feel like it was more on the kid side, but I feel like he had an adult side role that helped balance the film out a lot and make it more about, just an all-around movie that anybody can watch, like together, as a family too.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.1. So what you gonna give it? 0 through 10, Pops.
I'm with you there. It's a 9.
9? You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I like
okay. All right. So the next movie that I got for Pops and I, for Pops and I and for y'all is. Let's get straight to it. It is American Ninja Warrior versus, and I mean versus. So actually, I should have built this up real quick, Pops. So before they get to see a little snippet of this trailer, and it's only a minute long, if you had to watch American Ninja Warrior or Wipeout, and you could only pick one, which one you gonna pick?
It all depends what attitude I'm in.
But you could only pick one.
That's what I'm saying. It all depends what kind of mood I'm in.
I'm just saying.
If I want to laugh, I'd watch Wipeout. If I want a more serious aspect, I'd watch Ninjas.
For sure, but I'm saying, cause earlier when you were watching Wipeout, I thought about it because we've watched American Ninja Warrior together a lot. Mm-hmm. So if you could only pick one though to watch, and the other one had to be a deleted series and it was never created, it was never made, what would you pick? And you can only pick one. Me, I don't know. I'll probably have to go Wipeout, sadly.
Because it's non-athlete. It's not for non-athletes really, but they take an ass whooping and that. But they, for a little bit of money, hey, a little bit of notoriety, do your thing.
Alright, so I'm with Pops on the Wipeout, man. Let's watch a couple of trailers real quick. American Ninja Warrior Season 15.
This summer, it's the ultimate head-to-head showdown. It's gonna be ninja versus ninja all season. My heart is racing because we're going racing.
Oh, hold on, Pop. Did you see that? So that was like a hexagon. Ooh, hold on. I gotta pause it on that. Look at that.
That's it.
That's crazy that they gotta get through something like that.
I gotta go in here.
I don't know if I could jump side to side. Pops is finna get up out of here. I'll resume this, but appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, my back's starting to burn my upper back. Rub my back for a second. Right in the middle. No, it's starting to burn like you know when you pull a muscle, but I didn't pull the muscle. It's like it's starting to really tighten or whatever. Like it was starting to spasm. That's where I get my lower back. I gotta go there and lay down.
So y'all seen it, man. Pops leaving the scene first. My bad. I don't know why I done that first. It's over with for Wipeout. I mean, for American Ninja Warrior chat. It's Wipeout only. You alright, OG? Yeah. Look like I'm a bad boy. Yes, sir, chat. What up? What's going on? Back in the building. Back in the building. Hear me out. Oh man. You made some random bullshit. I read what you said. I just had my daddy in the building, man. Listen, whenever my daddy in the building, I ain't reading no chat unless he wants to. Other than that, I ain't worried about shit but what my daddy want to talk about. And I hope y'all know that and understand that. And if y'all don't, keep it pushing. No cap. Gym full. I got here for. What you here for? Chat. I love music. It just be flowing through my brain and through my veins. All right, let me see what you got, gang. Now you cool? I understand. Yeah, appreciate you. Bro, what the fuck? Puka and Herman St. Brown are damn near a wash. Or DJ Moore. Herman St. Brown is just a little bit tier above. So you would have to give just like a little bit more in that value. Not give up both of those and only get back Cooks. But I mean, you gave up a running back and 2 wide receivers for 2 wide receivers and a running back. Brayden Cooks is way worse than Puka or DJ Moore. Swift is worse than Kamara. Amon St. Brown has the nod over both wide receivers. So you traded barely up in wide receiver and lost on the other 2. I'm not fucking with it, gang. But it could be okay for you. It could be okay for you, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I'd have done that, big dog. Baby, what you care for? I'm like, baby, what you sad for?
Yeah.
Yo.
I know, man.
Tell me what's really going on. What y'all got going on, man?
Talent. We really up in this bitch with that and off of surgery and now I'm back again. I'm about my paper like a scratching one. World Series attitude. Champagne bottle like. That's the type of shit we on.
Champagne bottle life. My bitch want a model wife. I ain't got that type of life.
Come on, nigga. You should have known I would go back up the string now.
Let me ring your mans over. You lying for that. Take them Timbs off.
Man, how was this my work outfit? I was at work. At least you know I'm getting to that money.
Heard you. This man can be singing while he be playing some Among Us astronaut shit called Lethal Company.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I got chicken. I
Popeyes. I am. My man said I got chicken. I got Popeyes. What he got going on? Fred, what you want? Yeah, he ain't eating in this bitch.
Yeah.
Baby, what you mad for?
Oh yeah, he ain't game. Oh, bro. No. I was just trying to see something.
My bad, Joe. I had to yawn like a mug right there. My eyes are real watery because of this damn light. Chat. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've been looking at this light all damn day. Not really, but I've been in this damn monitor room all damn day. I don't call it the damn podcast room, the studio and shit sometimes. Man, it's the monitor room because 2 big ass monitors in my face all day should be making my eyes water like a motherfucker, man. Should be getting annoying. Damn, I just wiped my eyes hard as fuck. Hold on, let me readjust real quick. Alright, let's get it. My team is Josh Allen, Swift, Mixon, Amon St. Brown, Jetta, Waddle, Njoku. I made a hell of a move, but like I think I can make a run for the title now. I mean, Josh Allen, I like it. Swift, I'm not mad at it. I just know you had Kamara first. Like, I know if you told him, trade me Swift for Kamara, I know he will not trade you. You see what I'm saying? So, feel like you got hurt there. Amon St. Brown over Nico, or I'm not mad at it. Jetta, Waddle. So you're gonna go 3 wide receivers for the flex, for the 2 wide outs in the flex, instead of trying to get the running back. So you're gonna go for the wide receiver push, okay? And then you're gonna go David Njoku. Tough division. I think you better hope they don't play I think they play the Steelers. I think they play I don't know. But I hope it's no divisional games. You better hope he doesn't play no one in the AFC North during your playoff run. I feel what you. I see what you saying, bro. But I would have rather have had. I would have rather done some of the shit that we talked about above that. But I've also seen people go the route that you went, and they're just fine. So there's nothing wrong with that, bro. That was your opinion based upon the knowledge that we've gained, and you tried to make something shake. Amon St. Brown is a hell of a wide receiver to grab with hella targets. I cannot complain with you with that at all. Jetta coming back, you're just hoping for the healthiness. Waddle, it's not a bad option. Good offense, but once again, you got to understand Tyreek Hill, if he isn't talked about after every game, then the head coach of that team is going to be mad at himself. So you got to understand that Tyreek Hill is going to get a lot of that, even though Jalen Waddle's very good. But yeah. Bears, Texans, Jets. Texans linebacker core is okay. Hopefully he can do something versus there. He should be able to have an opportunity to score. Should have an opportunity to score versus the Bears. The Jets, if you make the championship game, that may be the one that hurts you. But other than that, not bad. I got Njoku on my team, but he's not gonna be a wide receiver this week, so yeah. Dirk be in the trenches with his people. other people weren't gonna make trades like you think, bruh. You just gotta tell them like, hey, listen, you can go try to make a trade with someone else. That's cool, but you know this trade is a good trade and it's a fair trade for you. And if anything, you can trade these people for the same exact stuff that you're getting for now, just on a different roster. And you know, it's just how you pitch certain like little shit to people, gang. But like once again, I'm not mad at it, bro. Like you banking on Jetta. So you sacrificed a lot just to get a quarterback, which I'd have cared less to do. And I'd have stacked every other position and just banked on a quarterback scoring close to what the other one scored, maybe 10 points off. And I'm going to make that up everywhere else on the team. And my team will score more on your team. That's just how I bank on it. But I also drafted Justin Herbert early in my draft. So I made sure I got me a good quarterback. So I'm not mad at you getting a QB, gang. I ain't mad at it. I got like a whole show prepared for y'all, but we really ain't get into it. We got into like a little bit of stuff, but not too much, honestly. Dirk, I mean, Schmirk be in the trenches with his people. That FT only had like 2 or 3 hits left on it. I'm sick. Give me a little countdown, chat. I'm freaking this black. I'm right here with y'all. Y'all can hear me though. Y'all can hear me. I mean, reckon. I know I'm talking to you with like a little instrumental going right now. I know it's a little wild. You know, I know it's a little crazy. What you done ain't bad though. It ain't bad. And I ain't mad at it from my perspective. You know, from my opinion, I think it's solid. When you look at the, you know, the roster on paper, it looks solid. So you got rid of some shaky pieces for pieces that you feel like are more consistent besides Braden Cooks, and he's not going to be in your starting lineup, so you should be all right. You just took Braden Cooks as a, you know, as a backup piece, basically. You know, you took Braden Cooks as that, all right, let's use you if somebody gets injured or if I need a fill-in. But other than that, you're not going to play on my roster. As long as you got the bye weeks, you know, situated, then you're good. So, and maybe this week is the last bye weeks anyways, maybe. Or the next week is the last bye weeks. One of the two. I don't think it goes to the end of the season, no way. Dirk be in the trench with some people. It like I'm a bad boy. Alright, chat. Baby, what you sad for? Baby, what you mad for? Cause the Jaguar. My bad, chat. I got like 4 or 5 different songs fluctuating through my mind, and I'm singing like a couple different songs, you know, periodically. Okay, almost inhaled the fuck out of that cigar. Slow motion. Alright, so not mad at it. Do I run down this whole pod or no? I mean, we're already an hour and a half in. I mean, I could rush a lot of it, or I could just save this material for tomorrow, and then I could just do a pod in the morning for real. I could just do a pod in the afternoon. And then do a pod in the afternoon, and then drop videos, and then maybe do a podcast tonight where I just chill with Pops, and me and Pops just talk for like 30 minutes or something. You know what I mean, chat? and we just bullshit. But I mean, I got a whole list full of stuff ready for y'all. And I haven't done nothing on that list, really. This is the Clerk 3 review episode, and I ain't even reviewed Clerk 3 yet with Pops. I still gotta do that with Pops tomorrow. Excuse me, that's the most viewed video on the channel. Pops don't even know about that joint. Let me see how many episodes are out for this. Because if there's a lot of episodes out for this, I'm going to end the stream and then go chill with Pops and watch this episode. I ain't going to lie to you. So, the Challenger, Squid Games. Hold on, chat. Let me see something real quick with OG. I'm gonna leave the main camera on though. Well, it looks like I have a podcast for tomorrow for you guys. So I have a whole pod scheduled for tomorrow. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I may do it in the morning or afternoon time, noon to 4ish. Look for start time, and then we're gonna drop some videos throughout the day. Maybe a night show with Pops for like 30 minutes to wrap up the end of the night. Maybe. But I don't know if that. But I'm gonna watch the Squid Games Challenger episodes 6, 7, 8, and 9 probably tonight with Pops, and it's 2 a.m. But we may only watch 1 or 2 episodes tonight and just go to sleep and then watch the rest of them tomorrow throughout the day. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. Subscribe, turn on post notifications. Make sure you like. Make sure you turn on the bell. Tell everybody you love about the podcast. And yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And Juice and Pops, we're gone. Well, Juice and Pops at night.